what is inside of me, I'll never come back here again, I'll surrender. 'Cause I really know that you hate me. Since the day I was born, you never loved me. You try to pull me down, hate me. 'Cause Father has chosen me, loved me. I never trusted you. My hands are tied, I don't know what to do. Why don't you leave us alone, cause we no longer help you. I saw on the news today what you have done. See a solution, to bring it down. What's up, man? Wanting to get a job and try to live your life as a normal person. Brother, I loved you through all my life, but you didn't answer to the questions why and how. And now tell me all
Joe the Shirt is off the cuff. Welcome, 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 welcome. Going by today's title, Bradley Cooper and I, has very little to do with the fact that I mentioned Bradley Cooper or that Bradley Cooper exists, other than the fact that it is his birthday today, January 5th. It is Bradley Cooper's birthday. He is 39 years old. I put that in just to get other people to pay attention to me. That's it. That's all. Alright, you know what? I woke up today very, very, very depressed. Very, very anxious. Weird dream. My friend Amy Glenn Jackson also had a very weird dream. Mine was all about how Jonathan Lithgow and a secret government organization was spying on me and trying to control me. And then when I found out about it, I destroyed their headquarters and then ran outside and found my car, my 2004 Ford Focus. Okay, see, to most of you, that seems a little weird. Why would you be anxious about the fact that you ran out and found your car? Well, typically speaking, when I have anxiety dreams, I can't find my car. My car's been stolen, or it's been chop-shopped, where everybody's just assaulted it for parts. I woke up today feeling incredibly normal, and I hated that feeling so much. This is going to be one of those depressing shows that makes you want to turn me off and go kill yourself or call your mom or something. But this is what I'm feeling right now, and this is what I'm going with. This is not social media. This is not the news. This is Joe the Shirt, and I'm off the cuff, and that's what I do. I woke up feeling really, really weird, and I bummed my girlfriend out all fucking day with it. The fact that I still have some place to sleep is pretty amazing, so, much mad cred to her. I just woke up feeling weird. I've had anxiety dreams before. Anxiety dreams of where I'm at work and I'm just overrun with work and trying to keep up. I've had anxiety dreams where I'm pulling my teeth out because I fear aging. Very common dream. I've had dreams of trying to have sex with somebody, but somehow I can't make it work. It's an insecurity dream, which most anxiety dreams are. Today's dream was weird because I won. I won in this situation. I beat John Lithgow. I beat the system. I escaped. I got in my car. I turned the key and I drove off. And I woke up with my heart pounding in my chest. And I was more afraid than I've ever been because I woke up feeling normal. I have friends like my buddy, the Raitai, and my buddy, my buddy Greg, who thought they'd all be dead by the time they were 30. They'd be famous but dead by 30, like Alexander the Great or Jesus Christ or some shit like that, you know. I've always had a fear of being normal. I never wanted to be normal. And today I woke up feeling incredibly normal and common and average. And why would you listen to me? And I felt horrible. My girlfriend has put up with my crazy ass bullshit for about a decade. And she's been really, really good at it. And she's been really, really bad at it. She ain't perfect. She is quite possibly one of the dumbest smart women I've ever met in my entire life. I often wonder why she stays with me, and I've come to the conclusion that she wants to see what happens next. She has the same disease I do. I want to see what happens next. I never believed that I would live forever. I just believed that I wanted to see what happened next. And she has the same problem. She wants to know. She wants to see. She wants to experience. Do I win the lottery? Do I become famous? Do people love me and send me their worldly goods? I think she wants to know. At the same time, she wants somebody to cuddle with at night. And so do I. And so do you. And now, I'm going to go through celebrity birthdays. Yesterday's, actually. I know today is January 5th. It's Bradley Cooper's birthday. And I mentioned Bradley Cooper because I wanted you to pay attention to me. But if your birthday was January 4th, I went a little weird with January 4th birthdays because I decided it's the 4th day of the year. Let me see who people think are celebrities and whether or not you agree with them. Coco Jones is 16. Anybody? Anybody? Nobody. Nobody knows who Coco Jones is. Okay. Labyrinth is 25. Everybody raise their hand who knows who Labyrinth is. Spelt with an I. Nobody? Okay. Till Lindemann. Still no. Well, he's the 51-year-old lead singer of the German heavy metal band Rammstein. Coco Jones is an actor, and Labyrinth is a singer-producer. Let's see. Anybody? Greg Sipes is 34. He is one of the voices of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Erin Cahill is 34, just like Greg Sipes is. She was the Pink Ranger in the Power Rangers TV show. Anybody at all? Really, raise your hand. Okay. Russian? Ruska. Do you know who Michael Stipe is?
I know the name, but I can't.
He's 54 years old. That's me in the corner.
Okay.
That's me in the spotlight. Okay, that's REM. Okay, thank you, my love. You can ignore me again. Don Shula is 84. He's an NFL coach who went 14-0 and won the Super Bowl in 1972 with the Miami Dolphins. Julia Ormond is 49. Comedian David Foley is 51. John Jordan, gentleman I used to work with, very handsome, very sexy, would not reveal his age. It's his birthday yesterday as well. And my buddy Cornelius Moore turned 44 years old. You never turn your back on a viper. That's Cornelius Moore. I'm not going to tell you what that means. If you know what it means, you'll know what it means. And also, like I said, I don't normally do dead celebrities, but today is the birthday of Jacob Grimm. With him and his brother, he wrote Hansel and Gretel, Snow White, a bunch of classic stories that you have not read properly. Guarantee it. No, I'll be the first one to tell you, I am feeling depressed. I am feeling out of it. I am feeling weird. Not physically weird. I'm feeling, mentally weird. Yeah, I'm just doing that for effect now. Every once in a while I do a show like this where I just express my feelings and nobody seems to really care all that much about them, but I need to do it anyway because I do this show for one real reason and one real reason only. I need to get the demons out of my head, out of my brain, out of my soul if I had one, out of my body. And if I don't do this, then I cast it upon the Russian, and she does not deserve to have to take all of this all on her own, or my mother, or my sisters, or my friends. I cannot put this on them, but I do need to put it out on all of you who listen in, and I thank you for listening in. I'm not feeling well. My girlfriend was happier than I was that I completed my veterinary assistant class. It scares me because, now I got to go out and do something with it. She was so ecstatically happy that I passed. I mean, she was like all over the place. She was shaky from the experience. Now, for me, it was like, 6:30 in the morning, and I had just woken up, so I was a little, I'm not excited about anything. The fact that I'm breathing doesn't, excite me. But, she was excited, and she expressed it, and I wanted her to shut the fuck up. The other day, we got to meet my girlfriend's friend, Louise. I've met Louise before. She's a lovely human being. And her boyfriend, Steve, who is a ex-Navy officer. My girlfriend incorrectly told me that he was a Marine. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. It doesn't really matter. All I know is that he was about 22 years older than I am and could probably kick the living shit out of me. That's all I need to know. But he was a nice guy and a lot fun to hang out with, fun to talk to, and it was nice to see her friend Louise again. Louise has gone through her own shit, much like many of you have, with marriage, divorce, children. I'm not going to give you details because it's not mine to tell. But I do know that she's been through it, just like a lot of you have, and it's a place to be that nobody wants to be. But like Adam Ferrara once told me, at least that gives you material. Today's music is brought to you by XY. Their first song of the day is called Hate Me, and their second song is called Amnesia. We all wish we could have some. I'm Joe the Shirt. I'm off the cuff, and I'll be back in about a minute and 15 seconds. sure the shirt is off the cuff yet again. Welcome back. I'm not having a good day. I'm letting you all know I'm not having a good day. I am feeling sad. I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling a little out of sorts. And if you've never experienced this, then I don't know why we're friends. If you have experienced this, then Jesus, sorry, dude. Dudette. I like my dudettes. Let's see. January 5th birthdays include Bradley Cooper, who is apparently 39 years old today. Also, Marilyn Manson is 45. Let's see. January Jones is 36. I have no fucking idea who that is. Diane Keaton is 68 years old. I know who that is. And if you don't know who she is, then you hadn't watched enough films by nebbish Jewish producer-directors. Let's see. Robert Duvall is 83 years old. Clancy Brown is 55. Charlie Rose is 72, talk show host. You know how I love talk show host. Walter Mondale, 86 years old, VP for Jimmy Carter. Ted Lang is 66. Okay, I know on this one, about 99.9% of you thinking, who the fuck is Ted Lang? Okay, the Russian. Can the Russian tell me who Ted Lang is?
Isaac from the Love Boat.
He's Isaac from the Love Boat. 66 years old. You know what? Go find it out, all right? Guy Torrey is 45. He's a really, really bad stand-up comedian. I don't really care for him. But Michael Mizrahi is 33 years old, a famous poker player. They call him the Grinder. And the one and only Juan Carlos I is 76 years old today. He's the King of Spain. There you go. This is going to be one of those long, meandering shows. I'm not sorry for it because you're listening to it, even though I told you it's going to be one of those long, meandering shows. Now, let's take a look at what happened recently. Now, normally, I don't like to talk about death on this show, but there was a very famous human being that did die recently, and he has, due to his invention, changed all of war history aside from the atom or nuclear bomb. Okay? Okay. Chika, can you please say this name out loud for me? Because I know I'm going to get it wrong.
The full name?
The full name.
Mikhail Kalashnikov.
Mikhail Kalashnikov. Did I say that close enough?
Close enough.
Okay, all right. You're thinking to yourself, who the hell is Mikhail Kalashnikov? He was born in 1919. He died just last month. He invented the AK-47, one of the simplest, most effective weapons in human history. It's like the bow and arrow, the spear, the rock, okay? This thing has decided the fates of nations. He originally designed it as a everyday, GI sort of guy in the Russian army. It was approved, and it went into production 5 years after he designed it. And you know what? He used it to expand his country's empire. It was also used, unfortunately, by terrorists and Somalian pirates, and he's been asked many, many times, do you sleep well at night? And he said to all of his detractors, I sleep well every night. I didn't make, he told everybody, I didn't make this weapon to be used against common, ordinary folk. He used it as a weapon to help his country overcome oppressors. I love this guy. This guy is a patriot. Not of my country, Not of your country, most likely, unless of course you were born in the USSR. But I have nothing against this guy. The AK-47 is called that because hold on, now I gotta find my shit. Oh, there it is. The AK-47 is called that because of the name of the gentleman in question. Hold on now. Okay, I can't find it right now. But I can tell you the specs. Caliber, 7.62 millimeter. Length, inches, 34.2. Weight, pounds, 8. 8 pounds. A weapon that has changed history, weighs only 8 pounds. Muzzle velocity, 2,346 feet per second. Maximum range, 437. Rounds, 600 per minute. Magazine capacity, 30. This guy changed the way war is done in the world. I'm going to put this away because I'm not going to bring this up again. I'm a little tipsy. I'm a little depressed. So I'm not going to talk about this anymore because this guy deserves better. He designed a weapon that was meant to defend his country. You know what? The other most famous weapon on the planet is probably the Colt 45. But he did it. Okay. A lot of laws went into effect here in California. Governor Jerry Brown, I do believe, is... Jerry Brown is still governor, isn't he? I think he is. I'm not quite sure. But, let's see. Let's see if we can see some laws that went into effect. He signed over 800 new laws. I doubt, seriously, he read 8 of them. But let's take a look at this. Carpool access. Drivers of electric cars and low-emission vehicles will get an additional 4 years to use the carpool lanes, even if you're alone. That's right. You can be in your electric vehicle, your Honda, whatever the fuck it's called, and drive all day long in the carpool lane, even though by yourself. Even though you're supposed to be with somebody else, but you can just drive there as long as your car is electric or hybrid. All right. Let's see. License fees. Fees paid by state legislators and members of Congress for special license plates showing their elected position increase to $46 from $12 and an annual renewal fee of $38. So now it takes $86 to get vanity plates if you happen to be in Congress in California. All right. Let's see. Paparazzi face misdemeanor charges if they attempt to photograph or videotape a child in a harassing manner. If the image is being taken because the parent is a celebrity or other public figure. I really have my first issue with some weirdo taking video of anybody's kid. I really don't care that it's a celebrity. Okay, Alec Baldwin. All right, Alec Baldwin does have severe violent issues with people, so maybe his kids you need to keep an eye on. Let's see. The status of a child who is homeless or an unaccompanied minor is not sufficient to trigger laws that require the reporting of neglect or child abuse. So for all you homeless people out there who have children, you're now allowed to have children. Just letting you know. Okay, according to this, the courts may now recognize that a child has more than 2 legal parents, so custody and financial responsibility can be shared by all those involved in raising the child. Now, I'm going to keep this real simple. The last time I checked, a baby needs a mommy and a daddy. Beyond that, you're all volunteers, and I don't think you're smart enough to have a child if you're volunteering to have a child with 2 other people. Just saying. Okay, Let's see here. No, I don't want to talk about that. Okay. State medical authorities investigating a doctor's prescription of drugs must have access to deceased patients' records under certain circumstances. I think it's called the Michael Jackson law. He died. He was being prescribed drugs that eventually killed him. So yeah, there you go. Let's see. Employers are required to provide time and a half pay for nannies, private health aides, and some other domestic workers if they work more than 9 hours in a day or 45 hours in a week. I thought that was all inclusive for everybody. I'm just saying. Let's see here. Okay, here's one. I love this one. New procedures make it easier for transgender people to amend the gender and name of their birth certificates. Okay. So that means that if you were born Joshua, you can now be Jane. And you can do it quickly and easily. But I don't think that entitles you to do other things, which is why this next law comes into effect. Transgender students. Students are entitled to compete on gender-specific sports teams and use locker rooms and restrooms based on their gender identity rather than their sex. This law could be put on hold if proposed referendum on it qualifies for the statewide ballot. I think if you were born a man, you need to use the men's restroom. I think if you were born a woman, you need to use the woman's restroom. I think if you're a woman that decides to be a man, they need to make a third restroom for you. I don't think that's incorrect. I don't care what you identify yourself as. If other people knew you as Ralph and now you're Stephanie, I don't care. You go use the men's room. No. Okay. Let's see what else here. Kits enabling ammunition magazines to be altered to hold more than 10 rounds are not allowed. Didn't realize there was a problem. Guns must be locked up in homes where felons and the mentally ill reside. Why do you have guns in homes where felons and the mentally ill reside? That's one of those that my girlfriend called me. I thought that was a gimme. I mean, you'd think, right? Let's see. Those who use rifles are required to undergo safety training. So before, you could buy a rifle and go willy-nilly with it. Just shoot whatever you want. Don't worry about it. You know what? You could actually point the rifle barrel into your own mouth, pull the trigger, because you didn't receive rifle training. So, it's okay. Let's see. It is a crime for employers to induce fear in workers by threatening to report their immigration status if they complain about working conditions. So if your name happens to be Manuel and you happen to work at, I don't know, the bodega at the corner, and your boss makes you work, I don't know, 18 and a half hours a day, and you complain about it to authorities, it would be illegal for him to use that as leverage against you. But you could still be removed from the country. By the way, it's also perfectly legal now to be born in another country, come here, go to college, go to law school, and be a licensed lawyer, and work as a lawyer in this country, even though you were never born here and shouldn't be allowed to be here. Just letting you know. Just if you want to do that, you go for it. The Los Angeles International Airport police officers are now given the same authority as members of the LAPD. I did not realize that cops at the airport did not have the same rights and powers as the normal LAPD. I saw the badge, I saw the gun, I put my hands up. That's what I did. I don't know about the rest of you, but that's pretty much what I did. Let's see, what else? What else can I go with here? No. Okay, I'm going to take a break pretty soon, but I'm going to finish this up really quick. Commercial trapping of bobcats is prohibited in areas adjacent to national and state parks, national monuments, or wildlife refuges in which trapping is currently prohibited. Again, didn't know bobcats were in trouble. If you know my friend Chris Sharp, he probably killed most of them. The State Department of Fish and Wildlife, in responding to public sightings of mountain lions, must use non-lethal methods, including capturing and tranquilizing, to remove the animal if it has not been designated as an imminent threat. If I see a 180-pound mountain lion anywhere near me, it's an imminent threat. If I see one that weighs 8 pounds, I'm gonna stomp the little motherfucker. Fuck him. And finally, to keep pets from being killed in traps designed to catch small wild animals, the state limits the size of body-crushing traps used on or dry land to 6 inches by 6 inches. So what they're saying is they can use a trap that could cripple your pet but not kill it. All right, I'm just making sure. And that is the news on that front. I'm going to play some more music. It's time for a break. This one is called by XY Madness. I'm Joe the Shirt. I'm off the cuff. And I'll be right back if you don't hang yourself while I'm talking. Jose Guayabera is once again off the cuff. I am quite sure that my girlfriend is now worried about me. I don't normally get into these kind of funks, and when I do, it goes pretty deep. She has the same problem. She's, generally speaking, a very positive person, but when she goes into a funk, she really goes into that funk, and so do I. The other day I did a show about the concept of friendship. Facebook friendship, people you don't know, people you've never met, people you have nothing in common with, but somehow you're still friends with. I'm not going to ask you guys to send me good vibes or good feelings or positive, go fuck yourselves. I'm not doing that. But about 7 or so years ago, I got really, really, really sick. and I was living with my buddy Dean, who's dead now. But I got really, really, really sick, and for about 4 or 5 days, about 4 days actually, there was a really big part of me that thought I was going to die. Not big enough, obviously. And there was a point that I just broke down and started to cry. And what I did could be described as prayer. I just yelled out to the void in this great big apartment, "This has got to stop. Please let it stop." And within about 20 minutes, the pain in my throat was gone, my fever was broken, and I was in my car going to Taco Bell to get me some chalupas. And I don't know how many of you out there that listen to me believe in God, trust in God, have faith or whatever. More often than not, most of you do. But that was as close to praying as I ever got in my entire life. And I still don't believe in God. A lot of you could say, well, he took care of you. He heard your prayers and he came in and he interceded. And you know what? Okay, let's assume that's true. In that case, you know what? He'll also forgive me for the bullshit I'm saying now. I woke up today feeling normal, ordinary, typical. 43 years old and just plain. And I hated every second of it. I understood for a moment why it is my friends like the Rai Tai and Greg thought they'd be dead by the time they were 30. They didn't think they'd be dead by the time they were 30. They were hoping. Because they didn't want to grow up to be normal and plain and ordinary. But I'm going to end this show today on a very positive note. I think I'm going to lead a very long, happy life. I'm a very positive person. I have a lot of wonderful things going on in my life. First and foremost, my girlfriend, the Russian. My dog, my family, all the normal things that people rely on to get them through their shit. I have it. I got it. But it doesn't mean that I'm not entitled to feel crappy every once in a while. Hold on, we're waiting for the Russian to stop adjusting her chair. But overall, anybody that looks at me, talks to me, knows me, would believe that I have nothing to complain about. And you know what? They're probably right. But I do know one thing that they don't know. I know what it's like to be extraordinary, even for just a moment or two, a couple of seconds, a few minutes. I know what it's like to have everybody's attention on me and have their admiration and respect and the desire to be me and be with me. I know that feeling. Is it megalomania? Is it a God complex? Do I think I'm Alec Baldwin? Maybe. But I know the feeling of having other people look at you and just go, wow, that's awesome. And I also know the feeling of having other people look at you and go, somebody just walked by? Was there somebody there? And that feeling sucks ass. My poor significant other has to deal with my idiocy on a regular, daily basis. hourly sometimes minute by minute, and if it wasn't for her, I'd be even worse than I am right now. Believe me, this is actually pretty sane, which also kind of offends me. But for those of you out there that think to yourselves, I should be better, I should be bigger, I should be more badass. Some people should be recognizing what the hell it is I am, what it is I'm capable of. I get what you're feeling. And when you don't get it, it feels like ass. And when you do get it, it's the best high ever. It's better than sex. It's better than orgasms. It's better than drugs. It's better than drinking. It is this feeling of not even invincibility. It's this feeling of it doesn't matter. I am who I am, and everything else doesn't matter. I know that feeling. I crave it. Me and Bradley Cooper. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Ay, Dios mío. Okay, our last song of the day by the band, or the group, or the individual, or the duo, or the trio, or the quartet, known as XY, is called Promises. This is our last song for them. Thank you for listening to my madness, or my saneness, or however way you want to, give it a terminology. I don't know. But thank you for listening. This will probably keep me alive for another, 30, maybe 40 million years. I'm Joe the Shirt. I'm off the cuff. Thank you for listening. I still haven't cut my hair yet. I need to cut my hair. And at some point, in the next, 24 hours or so, I gotta cut my hair. Before I start handling electricity and blades. Yeah, I think maybe. No, you know what? It's probably not a bad thought. We're still on the air right now. No. I turned it back on. Because I wanted to let everybody know that I still need to cut my hair. Okay. That's the Russian. She makes sure that I get to do another show. That's right. Only the Russian gets to kill me. That's it. Rest of you, you're out of luck. Go kill somebody else. Go kill some other short, fat, bald Puerto Rican guy. The Russian's killing this guy. What's that? That's right. You go find your own buddy, Qua. Me and Bradley Cooper.